torture.
I think this is more than you can handle.
He sits on his ass all day.
Let's do this.
Hey, everybody. This is the Overseas Connection Podcast, episode 592 in Deja Vu. It's August 16th, 2020. I am your host for this Titanic of a podcast, Greg DeLacy, gamertag Murphy's Law, OC_Murphy's Law on Twitter. We do this, or an attempt to do this, every Sunday, 9 p.m. in the UK, 1 p.m. on the West Coast, 4 p.m. on the East Coast, 3 p.m. out in Kim's Way. We are on Twitch. We are on YouTube. This may sound familiar. This may sound new. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. The world is crazy right now. But we have a lovely cast of people. We have Kim Woods on the podcast. Kim.
Howdy. That's
30 minutes in. 30 minutes in, and we're good now, we think.
Yay! Finally, the gremlins have been worked out. We hope.
Mm-hmm. We hope.
Yeah.
We hope.
Welcome to the podcast, Kim. Welcome to the podcast.
Glad to be here.
Drinking heavily in Ballymena, Ireland, Robin Tate.
Yeah, it's me. It's Robin Tate here. Sorry. I think the internet was weird. My computer was weird. My volume controls were weird. And we were chatting away for a good 10 minutes there, or 15 minutes. And yeah, but do-over. It's so cool. I love it. It's me. I'm Robin Tate. I'm in Ballymena. I'm in Northern Ireland. The weather here is funky donkey. It's been wonderful for the past few days. And I can't wait to podcast again because it's wonderful podcasting with you people.
And finally, looking ginger as ever, the better version of the Chins, Pete Chin on the podcast.
Hello, everyone. Hello, Chinny. I've got a very short, very shit short-term memory, so I can't remember what I've even said earlier.
It's all good. Doesn't matter.
Right.
Well, Pete.
Anyway.
Yes, we literally we have no idea what people have heard or haven't heard so far. It has been one of those kickoffs to the show, but hey, we're here. As far as we can tell, everything is going good. I'm no longer looking at Twitch because it depresses me. So, if you are on Twitch and you are listening to us live, or YouTube listening to us live, thank God for you. We will be monitoring. Kim, that is going to be your official job, okay? So as I know, as the chat happens, let us know. When people make comments, let us know. But we really pray, hope, and cross fingers and toes that you can hear us, you can see us, everything is good. Pete, you also, let's face it, you have this uncanny ability to stay perfectly still and cast your voice without moving your lips, which is amazing ventriloquism. So we appreciate you doing that for the show today.
You're welcome.
You're trying to set the world's record for least movement while and ventriloquism. That was a thing. I need a drink.
It's my side job. I'm like one of those buskers that just stays still on the street.
You're good.
Yeah.
Anyway, hey, we've got birthdays to talk about. That's something exciting to do. Let's wish Susan Linden Hall, also known as SLH, a happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Sue.
Yeah, she's 19. 19 on the 19th. She's not even legal yet, sort of. At least in the U.S. Hey, Stephen Holdsworth, Little Lord. He has a birthday coming up, 69 on the 30th. Congratulations, you old timer. And last but certainly not least, Amar Pavars, turning 72 on the 21st.
I think it's Parvez. Amar Parvez. Yeah,
Parvez.
with a Scottish accent.
Amar, apologies. Just, I'm a stupid yank. What can I say? Anyway, 72 on the 21st. That is amazing. And for that, you get this.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
We are family.
Armar, your name, by the way, is changing in front of me as we speak. So now we believe it is Parvarez. People are changing how your name is spelled, just so you know, in our notes live. So I have no clue. But Armar, We love you. All right.
That was how you pronounced it, Parvares.
Is that how I said it? I don't know.
Mexican drug lord.
Yeah, it's like
Like I said, I need tequila.
it's like
Okay.
Carmela Horace.
Don't disrespect Camilla.
Carmela.
Camilla.
Carmela. Kamala. Come.
All right.
Kamala.
We're moving on. Let's talk story time, Robin.
We've got no drop frames. We've got no drop frames. I am so happy about that.
Seriously, I don't get it. Like for a half hour, we're struggling through drop frames, and then just magically, like a freaking little like magic drop of whatever happens, and suddenly we're not dropping frames. Obviously, what is happening is somebody in Robin's house, not him, has stopped watching the porn channel.
Judith.
They've gone to bed finally. Exactly. Judith is finally in bed, and so the bandwidth is back up. There's another joke to be made there. I'm not going to do it.
Right.
Let's talk about your week.
Jesus, my father-in-law brought around the biggest fucking cucumber I've ever seen today. So that could explain it. That's the uploads going on right now.
Oh, it all makes sense. Kim, what's going on in your neck of the woods?
No, not a cucumber, that's for sure. Not a damn thing. It was a usual week this week. I watched Colton and did the things. So same shit, different week. So
Fair enough. I'll go next.
Okay.
Hawaii trip is on hold. We're gonna have to talk to our company and get it rebooked for a different time. And that's because Hawaii is still kind of in a serious lockdown. Anybody traveling into Hawaii has to either have had a COVID test in the last 72 hours, or they have to self-quarantine for 14 days. But they're pretty strict on it. So if they catch you not self-quarantining for that 14 days, there's heavy fines. It's just not worth it.
no.
So we're gonna punt. We'll do Hawaii next year, and for now we're just gonna do something probably local that week. Maybe we go down to San Diego or something. Just stay within the California state so we don't have to worry about self-quarantining. But who knows? Who knows what's going to be open and what's not going to be open? Yeah, it sucks, but it's what it is. We were gonna barbecue yesterday, and we're gonna do ribs. Love pork ribs, great. We were all set to do that. However, we didn't really think about the time it was going to be needed to cook the ribs. Fun fact: if you're grilling ribs on a grill, you need more than 20 minutes.
Yep.
Yep, you need about 90 minutes. So we had to punt on the ribs idea. We're going to cook those up later tonight.
Punterino.
And it's
You need to
instead
cheat.
we had hot dogs.
Yeah.
That was our barbecue.
I barbecued. Well, we'll talk about that in a minute. But I barbecued not last night, the night before. Was it last night? No, I was at home last night. It was the night before. Yeah, and it was a charcoal barbecue, but I have a big gas one here, which is just you switch it on, away you go. It's fantastic. But it's coming to the end of its life. But they had a charcoal one at this house that we were staying at, and that's interesting. I prefer my gas barbecue. I think. I think what happens is with a little portable one. Well, it's a Weber one. It was a Weber barbecue, so it was a good barbecue, but it was charcoal. But I think what happens is you don't. When you're rushing to try and get it done, you don't leave it burning, smouldering long enough. And I seem to feel that you get a taste of the lighter fuel or the fresh coals in your food if it hasn't been lit for long enough because you're rushing to get it done, where you never have that with a gas. So anyway, the kids that we 90 minutes is a small child as well, so as well as ribs. So.
That's a timing thing, though. That's a timing thing.
Small children, 90 minutes, very tender.
Then another little fun little thing that happened this past week. So I'm out in the backyard. We have a nice little swing with a little like a bonnet over it to give you shade. And I noticed a wasp flying around, and it flies up into. We have a little like kind of how to describe this. The bonnet slides onto like these metal rings to kind of hold it in place, right?
Glory hole.
No, not a glory hole, but well, maybe. Anyway, so I see it go in there, I was like, all right. Well, I was done being on the swing anyway, so I get up and I go to like tap it to get it out of there. Like 20 wasps come flying in.
That's so dangerous.
Like,
but that really is dangerous, man.
Yeah. So I like go flying into the house, of course, to avoid the wasps. And
Run like a girl.
next day,
Sorry, no offense.
Oh
Run
my
like
God,
a
I was
girl.
total girl. Yes, absolutely. So next morning I come out early. It's barely light out. We've got hornet wasp killer spray that
wow.
it shoots out like 20 yards.
Okay.
Anyway, so I line it up, spray it down. They weren't in there anymore. They were just like hanging out for the day.
Oh,
I don't know.
All right, okay.
Nothing in there.
This last year, or the year before, I had to get a guy in. They'd made their home in our bandstand, in the rafters of our bandstand outside. And he had a big nest. So we have these pretend wasp nests that hang now.
They're cool.
So it sort of puts the wasps off from nesting in that area, sort of thing. I'm taken. So we haven't had too much bother. But it's right, we're in wasp season now. I just hate those. What is the point of wasps? What, I mean, seriously, they don't pass on pollen to other flowers and stuff like that. There, flowers, or bees and stuff like that do. But I mean, they're pointless. All they do is be vicious and they're nasty. I mean, is there a point to wasps? Please tell me.
I don't think so.
They do actually pollinate. They do actually pollinate.
What do they pollinate?
do.
They don't get nectar.
Flowers. I'm sure I've read that. Hang on, they do actually do it because
You look that up,
I was on that bandwagon that they don't do anything, but they actually do.
Actually, the real reason behind wasps, they kill the stupid. That's what happens.
Okay.
But so fun. But the fun thing you can do with wasps is go out in the middle of the night, because they will be, they go into their hive area, they're asleep, and that's when you get that can of wasp spray and you douse it
with
and then
lighter.
You just douse it with the spray. It's like a hose. It's just like shooting up into it, and then you come out the next morning and you will just see a pile of dead wasps underneath it. It's the most satisfying thing in the world. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Or PETA's
And you don't run the risk of getting stung because they're sleeping. Anyway, so that was my week.
Nasty man.
Pete, what have you been doing this week?
I've been in the middle of a lot of storms. It's been rainy as hell over here in the UK. In fact, Robin, have you had lots of storms?
No, it was funny. The weather report for our mini break there, because we went away on Wednesday, we came back on last night, and the weather report before we went would give us thunderstorms every day, and I thought, God, it was going to be terrible, but it was the exact opposite. And I love Judith's weather reporting because it couldn't have been nicer. So we haven't. It's been well, you know the term close. It's been close, thick. The air's been thick. You know, it's brewing a storm, but it hasn't stormed. And but no, you look like you have it bad there.
Yeah, it's been stormy as hell here, and parts of Scotland were like completely flooded out, and cars were being pushed down the road and all sorts. So it's like some of the worst storms I've seen in years. And we inherited a cat for a night, next door's cat, because they were out and they couldn't.
That's not because of the storm. That wasn't the storm.
It was the storm.
It was like because it was the cars in Scotland were getting pushed down the street, and we inherited a cat. So those two things kind of joined up for me. So did the cat fall out of the sky in the storm, Pete, or what?
It came with a car.
From the
Do you know what? I'm going to move on really quickly.
From the Trossachs.
Let's just call this what it is. Pete is collecting other people's pussy.
Yeah. So yeah, and I'm allergic to cats. You know, I just didn't want to stroke the thing, even though it's like really cute. I was just like, I don't want to stroke it. Anyway, I knew that I'd get people going. I've been swimming a lot as well this week.
Speaking of strokes, very good.
Yep.
Yeah. My front crawl and breast stroke is significantly improved. I'm gliding well.
The dog heel was not your thing, sort of thing, no?
No, you sink doing doggy style. Really, it's not.
You're not supposed to, for the record. It's
supposed to be one of the easiest ones, you know.
No, frogging's pretty good.
Frogging? That's your term for it, frogging? Okay.
We've lost Ken.
So I want to point
Poor
out
kiss, the whiskered kiss.
up to 40 lengths a day.
Oh yeah, 40 strokes a day.
40 strokes a day, and I'll do it really quickly.
That about you.
Quicker and quicker every day. I feel like physically drained. I was sweating tons, when I'm done. But
can we talk about this real quickly? That to me, one of the kind of grossest feelings in the world is the feeling of sweating when you're in a pool.
You feel it when you're in the pool. It's when you get out.
Yeah, but I mean, it just that whole I don't know. I don't know how you do it.
You okay, Kim? You're right there.
Right, the muscle in my arms have got. She's got her ear. Oh yeah, her earphones are back on. The muscles in my arms have really improved as well. I could have some strain there. They're doing well. So anyway, I'm going to do 64 strokes next week. Oops.
Then.
Yep.